Hello, hello, beautiful souls. How are you doing? I hope all is well with you. Beautiful souls. Somebody out here wants you to still trust them despite the fact that they completely lost your trust. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you as chosen ones can relate to this because I don't know how many times I have told people things that I've gone through, horrible things I've gone through. I've shared like little things on here with you all. The woman that raised me, my earthly mother, as well as my ex-husband. Those are probably two of the most damaging things that has been done to me. But there's far worse stories that I have yet to share on here. And when you're healing through something, you don't want to keep reliving it. But one of the worst things someone can do to you, in my opinion, is that they hear every horrible thing you've gone through. And instead of them coming into your life saying, you know what, let me make this man, because it's both ways. It's not just women who go through this, men go through it too, unfortunately. But instead of saying, hey, how can I make this person's life better? They add to the horrible things that's happening, like a house of horror. They just add to it. And then they do these things to you despite all the horrible things, the trauma, the crying nights you've gone through. They add to it, and then they still want you to trust them. I have to like take a long pause and just look because I'm trying to understand. Like I hate when things are not adding up or don't make sense or they're just not intelligent. If you've literally heard what someone has gone through and you see the pain they've gone through, you see how, again, us as chosen ones, we're not really easily open to new energies or people around us because of, again, trauma like PTSD. How dare you add to my trauma and then want me to still trust you? It makes zero sense. And I'm telling you right now, do not accept these type of people in your life. Forgiveness is a must. You have to forgive. But reconciliation is up on the table. That's up to you. And despite people trying to make you guilty about it or say, oh, well, you haven't truly forgive if you can't sit down at the table with them, that's not true. And that is a form of manipulation. Just like I told you, if someone continuously says sorry to you, but there's no change behavior, that is manipulation. People love to manipulate, especially in ways that are harmful to you. But whoever is out here dealing with this, I'm telling you right now, do not give them another chance. You have to stand on business. You have to stand on business because what people love to do more than anything is make you broken promises when you are an empath, when you are someone who feels deeply. And as a chosen one, baby, whether you understand or not, if you're a true chosen one, you have tons of empathy for others. More than likely, you are an empath. And I feel like we get tried the most. We get tested the most. We get played around with the most, and even played sometimes the most before we wake up and realize who we are. What a manipulator wants to do is be able to have access to you whenever they want. They want to be able to tell you, and you have to just believe it. Don't question them. When you say things like, well, where's the proof at? Or I've already seen this pattern, you will notice they get extremely angry with you because you're not playing the fool. You're not just going with the flow. You're not just going with what's presented to you. If something doesn't feel right to you deep down in your spirit, you need to challenge it. Lose the ego. A lot of times people would say things like, oh, that seems very insecure of you, or that's really jealous, or that's this and that. People want to call names when you simply are just asking questions or you need reassurance. Or again, because this person has played with you before, played in your feelings before, played in your face before, you're just asking for, again, some proof. Now that's a problem. And in a different reality, you could just take people's word at face value because everybody tells the truth and no one has bad intentions, right? Yeah, in another world. In this world, in this 3D matrix, you better check everybody. You better expect everyone to be a liar, a op, an enemy. And it's not about having negative vibes or negative things in your mind, but you don't know people. You don't know people their intentions or their heart, only God knows that. There's ways you can see through their actions, but even some people know how to fake it till they make it. Okay, I'm pretty sure you all have heard that phrase. And fake it till you make it is very true. People would love to do that until the mask finally drops, and sometimes that mask drops when it's way too late, and I mean way too late. So if I were you, if they lose your trust the very first time, literally walk away. I'm the type of person where it depends sometimes, but at the same time, you don't deserve it. I don't ever walk into people's lives and I lie to them or tell them something that they want to hear and then be sitting there looking dumbfounded when they find out it's not true. See, baby, I know that what's in the dark comes to light. God says this and there's laws to the universe. What you put out, it will come back to you. And you're not going to sit here and just go around and tell someone lies and deceit and think that you're going to be trusted or you should have any amount of respect. And that's another thing. Somebody out here is continuously lying to you and trying you and testing you, and then again, want all this respect from you. Respect is earned, it is not given. And I think for the longest time, we had that very confused. We would put people up on pedestals in a sense of seeing the best of them and thinking that they were going to be the best and know that they're absolutely telling us the truth, blah, blah. Not anymore. We are in 2025. We are in the age of Aquarius. We are in the age of the truth. Okay. Things coming out. As you seen, like with Cat Williams, and you've seen all this stuff, like what was coming out with, like I said, I'm sorry to have to keep bringing up Diddy, but that was like one of the biggest cases to come out of this year and somewhat of last year. But we are in the age where everything is being put on Front Street. So you can best believe that if someone is lying to you, they're going to be revealed. And it's a test to see where you are in your journey as a chosen one. As much as you don't want people around you that are jealous of you, hating on you, envious of you, you also don't want liars around you and manipulators and deceivers. And don't fall for the okey doke of a person telling you something. Because I've heard this from people where it's like, well, I didn't lie to you. I just didn't tell you. Like, be for real. Like, be freaking for real. Okay, you didn't lie to me, but you didn't tell me, but you knew that I needed to know that information. You still withheld it anyway. Deception and lying go hand in hand. They're like sisters or cousins, and they're both wicked. I don't ever want anyone to look at me under false pretenses or to think they're going to get something that they're not. What you see is what you get. I am very straightforward. Sometimes I'm honest to the point I can literally hurt your feelings. And I don't mean to. It's not something that I'm cooking up because if I want to hurt you, baby, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you that chuckle. But it's serious. I know I got a mouth on me. And that's why I'm choosing the higher route. I'm choosing my higher self because my lower self is a hot, stinking mess. But I don't have a reason to lie or deceive people. I don't ever want you coming out saying, well, I found this out when you told me this. And I'm sitting there again looking dumb with nothing to say but sorry. Sorry for telling you that. When you live a life of always sorry and excuses, you're a loser. And that's not things that you want around you. And sorry guys if the video is a little lagging. It's like a thunderstorm over here. So sorry if it's a little lag. So yeah, sorry if the video's a little laggy in some parts. Tomorrow it'll be better. But yeah, like you want to have really high standards as a chosen one, okay? And like I said, this is another reason why I started my channel was because no more are we going to just be these people that's so understanding and just so empathetic and putting people above us. Like I feel like a lot of us were like recovering people pleasers. A video that will be separate. But yeah, being a people pleaser is a very dangerous thing to be, especially with the power that you hold, because people love to take advantage. It's just as much as they love to lie, just as much as they love to cheat, be jealous, all these things. Yes, if you have to walk away from so many people where it's just literally you and God, that's probably what it's going to be anyway, because a lot of people, they don't want to live up to a certain lifestyle that makes them better. A lot of people are content and complacent with being crap, with being a POS, just to be quite frank. Cut them off. And you don't owe them all this explanation. If someone can sit there and look at you in your eyes and lie to you, they don't respect you. Why should you have respect for them? And that's the craziest part, is that they want you to have all this respect for them when they've given you umpteenth reason to disrespect them and their whole entire bloodline. But instead of you going through the whole Jerry Springer act, don't give people that energy. Just walk away. Soon as you catch them in it, walk away. And I know this message is going to hit a few people for a few people, because of the age and the things that we're living through right now. There's a lot of deceptive people out here, and it's a lot of liars. And I'm telling you, hold your head held high. It doesn't matter if it's a family member, a lover, a friend, whoever. You deserve you deserve exactly what you give out. If you're giving them nothing but love and truth and honesty, that's what you deserve back. And if you're receiving less of that, if you want to give them one more chance, hey, that's up to you. But that's about it. That's about the most I would give them. Don't let someone keep showing you who they are over and over again, and you keep paying them a different paint. Okay? Believe people when they show you who they are the first time. Because God will put the signs there. And after a while, God is going to be like, all right, well, I guess you just love it here. You love the lies and the deception. So, I'm just going to let you have it. And when people decide to love other people more than they love themselves, you'll suffer for it. You'll suffer for it. You should not love anyone else in this world more than you love yourself, because it will cost you. And anyone that thinks it's okay to take advantage of you or make you believe something else just so that they can look better, that's not good. And on one sense, they fear you. There's some sort of fear there. That's why they decide to lie, because when you lie, it's because when you decide to lie, it's because you're afraid. So there's some sort of fear slash respect there, but it's still directed in the wrong way. I would rather you tell me everything up front, you tell me everything I need to know, and I decide if I still want to deal with you or not, or I might not ever want to speak to you again. But at least there's this level of respect that you told me the truth, versus you having me believe something else because you want more time in my life, or you want me to look at you a certain way, or you just want a downright narcissist. And then I found out, and now you're completely donezo. Like, you're completely the op to me. You're the enemy. And chosen one, that unfortunately, that's how a lot of people are going to be. That's why I told you all that a lot of the time we come into people's lives to teach them. You are a teacher, you are a healer, you are a light worker. You're not really here to be the best buddy to people, because they don't know how to treat you. Most people in this world don't have manners, they don't have loyalty, they don't have morals, they don't have God. And without those things, good luck on any sort of relationship with them. People can gossip, slander, do all types of dirty things because there is no sense of God in their life. And why do you want that person around you, whether that's a friend, a lover, a family? Absolutely not. They got to go, they got to go. So, yeah, somebody out here is definitely lying and living a life of a lie. Certain patterns are coming up and they want you to still be there. You need to go. Call it quits before you really get hurt. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up, beautiful souls, okay? I love you all so much. Thank you so much for riding with me, all your beautiful compliments, all your beautiful comments, everything. I appreciate it all. We are living in crazy times, but you need to cling to God now more than ever. And again, sorry for the lagging. I hate this. But yeah, I love you all so much. But remember, God loves your beautiful soul so much more. I'll see you tomorrow, okay?